Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, Our Moments with God, our moments with the Word of God, our moments with the love, mercy, and compassion of God, our moments also with the holy ones of God, and not to forget to turn our attention also to our own inner self, because the saints have shown us the way that when we become aware of what is happening within us and how we receive the Word of God and how we receive His love and mercy, our life begins to be transformed. And I also invite you to be co-missionaries with me by simply sharing the videos with others and asking your friends to subscribe. I know these days not many people are actually sharing or asking your friends. And so the channel is becoming a bit stagnant. If you are interested, you can be co-missionaries with me by just sharing the videos with others. Thank you. Today is the 27th Sunday of the year, and you see I'm standing here before an apple tree. Some apples are still there, though many of them are plucked. And last Sunday here in Austria, the church celebrated what they call Ente Dank Fest, which can be compared to either Onam or Harvest Festival or Pongal or Monty Fest in Mangalore. So various things it is also celebrated here, basically to thank God for the good harvest that they had. So harvest is already done, but a few apples are still here. They will be plucked very soon. And that is one of the wishes of all the farmers, that they have a good harvest and plenty of fruits on their trees and plenty of things in the field. But that's not the case only with farmers. It is also the case with businessmen, that they may have more profit, that their profits may increase. I just heard the other day that Lufthansa is going to put back 4,000 workers because they want to make more profit. So this world runs around more fruits from the farm, more profit in the business, more payment. People go on strike, unions go on strike because they want more wages to be increased, and the government or the private factories don't always increase their wages according to the demands. So there is always this thing about more and more, better cars, bigger house. This is simply the way the world functions. But today, on this Sunday, the disciples are asking Jesus to increase our faith. Did you hear that? Increase our faith, not increase our crops, not increase our fishes because they were fishermen, or increase our profits in fishing or have better boats so that we can go deeper into the lake to fish, or have better houses or air conditioners or whatever. Completely a different level of request to Jesus to increase our faith. And today's gospel, actually from the chapter of Luke chapter 17, begins with verses 5. Do you know what are the first 5 verses of the chapter? Jesus is speaking to them and says that if somebody asks for your forgiveness, give them not 7 times, but 77 times 7. After he had said these words, the disciples come to him and ask him, Lord, increase our faith. You know, if we live only on the level of the material world, naturally our interest and our desire is to have increase in our wealth, in our harvest, in our business, in our profits, in better houses, etc. But the moment we come closer to God, the moment we start paying attention to what God is demanding from us, like we find in the Word of God. For example, simply today's gospel, if you take the first verses, that Jesus is asking people to forgive more and more. When we realize how difficult it is for us to forgive our enemies or forgive those who have offended us, or simply for a thing that might not be there, but because of a misunderstanding, something is going on for a long time and we find it so difficult to forgive. It is then then we become aware of how weak we are and how desperately we need that God helps us, that God helps us to increase our faith. Because just by our human attempts, it may be difficult. But when we listen to the Word of God carefully, when we follow His advice and we follow His commandments, or we simply follow His words and His examples, then of course we automatically come to a point where we know that we require more faith to follow God more closely. Yes, it is a wonderful prayer to move a little bit away from increase our crops, increase our profits, increase our wealth, increase our material comforts, and increase my or have a promotion in my job. It may be good to ask Lord, Lord, increase my faith. And that means not just increase my one more rosary in a day, or one more decade of the rosary, or one more prayer. No, increase my faith, which is something completely different. And one can speak a lot about that. But today I would ask you just to subscribe to this channel and also share the videos with others. Thank you.